I think God would rather fight and argue with you. He would rather have a real relationship than obedience. Because obedience without consciousness is slavery. I've had male slaves before, and it is amazing. But after about 2 years, it is so boring and so stifling, I felt suffocated because I couldn't grow in that relationship. In my opinion, God wants a relationship with you where both He and you can grow. Even if you and God fight, He'd rather be real and authentic than have a shallow relationship with you. God likes Himself, and He likes you just the way you are. He likes having coffee with you in the morning. He likes walking your dog with you. He likes the day in and day out, lazy or productive, skinny or fat, rich or poor, for better or worse, self. Because He's also just like you. God doesn't want you to have a king. He wants you to have yourself. He wants you to like your life. Because He likes your life. God isn't really into idolatry. We can see that from the Old Testament. The definition of idolatry is not liking yourself. It's not that God doesn't want to help you change your life. God wants to help you change your life. It's just that God wants to make sure that in that process, you still like yourself. God likes you when you have an STD. God likes you when you don't have an STD. God just doesn't want to participate in self-loathing. When you worship an idol, meaning when you practice liking someone or something just to avoid liking yourself, Divine's just not that into it. He won't want to do it with you, but in my opinion, I think God will still do it with you. Because He doesn't want you to have an experience without Him. So He sacrifices His own happiness just to keep you company in your own misery. God is miserable a lot. I know it's controversial. People are like, God is love. No, you know what? God is miserable a lot. I talk to that guy a lot. That guy is miserable. That's why he's so moody in the Old Testament. Because his friends, which are the Israelites, keep sucking him into their self-loathing drama. And he lets them a lot because you know what? Sometimes friends just have to go the distance. Think of the people you fought with the most throughout your life. Probably the people that are closest to you, your kids or your family. And then think about the people you love the most in the world, your kids or your family. It's the same people. And that's the same with God. It's not all peaches and roses in a real relationship. It's growth. If you want it to be peaches and roses, then be willing to like yourself and to like your life, to mucke it. And for the times that you don't, God will be miserable right there with you, honey. He might not be totally happy, but it's better than being without you. Please write this in your journal. In a real relationship, we both grow. If I want it to be peaches and roses, then I have to be willing to like myself.